The Roger Blough was built in 1972 by the American Shipbuilding Company in Lorain, Ohio. The ship is owned by Great Lakes Fleet Incorporated and is named for the former chairman of U.S. Steel, Roger Blough. The 105-foot wide and 858-foot long Roger Blough was built in two sections and put into commission June of 1972. It was supposed to be launched a year earlier, but a fire in the engine room delayed the launch. On its first voyage, it took on 41,000 tons of taconite ore pellets. The Roger Blough is the largest traditional styled lake boat sailing the Great Lakes that was constructed from the keel up on the Great Lakes. The 1,000-foot Stuart J. Court, launched in 1972, was assembled on the Great Lakes, but had sections built outside the lakes. The Blough remained the largest lake-built vessel sailing until the launch of the 1,004-foot James R. Barker in 1976. The Blough is powered by two 7,100 diesel horsepower engines, giving it a service speed of nearly 17 miles per hour. The Blough's self-unloading system was designed specifically for the unloading of taconite ore pellets into compatible hopper systems on shore at a rate of up to 10,000 tons per hour. This system was made specifically to unload at the ports of Gary, South Chicago, and Conneaut. When steel mills were flourishing in those ports, it seemed like a good idea, but today it is a different story. The Blough is still restricted to ports where she can operate her unique unloader. All accommodations for the officers and crew are equipped with private baths and individual temperature controls for heating and cooling. The hull of the Roger Blough was built so that it actually undulates as the vessel works in heavy seas. This hull will heave and bend, thus arching her back as she negotiates the waves. In November 1975, the Roger Blough, along with U.S. vessels William Clay Ford, Armco, Reserve, Wilfred Sykes, and William R. Roche, assisted the Arthur M. Anderson in the search for the SS Edmund Fitzgerald. The most memorable event in our area that involved the Blough is when it ran aground near Grass Cap Reef in Whitefish Bay in May of 2016. It was moved to Whiskey Bay near Brimley, where it stayed for several days before being shepherded to Sturgeon Bay, where it was under repair for 2 months. The NTSB pinned responsibility for the grounding on the bridge's seasoned mariners, including a second mate in control of the ship, who both failed to heed a verbal command from the ship's master to slow down and failed to use all navigational resources to determine the ship's position as it approached shallow water near Grass Cap Reefs. The Roger Blough currently sails under the ownership of Great Lakes Fleet Incorporated, Duluth, Minnesota.